welcome to a special episode of Knit All the Things. In this video, you are going to see part of my flock fiber experience. I'm going to walk you through part of the show, and you can hear a little bit about the booths and learn a little bit about the vendors. I'm also so excited to share with you my flock fiber haul, and we are going to talk a little bit about what it was just like to be there. I'm really excited to share with you this festival. It is its second year and it was located in Seattle, Washington. I also real quickly want to tell you that any vendors that I feature will be linked below, and I will also be linking the Flock Fiber Festival website, say that 5 times fast, below as well. And if you go to their vendors tab, you will see all of the vendors that were in the show, and if you click on any of their logos, it will take you to their website. So let's get started.
First up is Birdie Parker. She has gorgeous jewelry, silver, bronze, and copper, and they all have knit motifs or yarn related in some way. She has lots of different styles of necklaces and earrings, and even things such as shawl cuffs. I really like these because you can style your shawls in a lot of different ways using a shawl cuff. Then we also have the Notions pouch with this cute ruler on top. Isn't that fun? A lot of her stuff is functional and also beautiful. There's cord organizers. You use these for your circular needles where you can put the cord through so they don't get all tangled and they stay nice. Some more shawl cuffs, some more necklaces and earrings. Really, you could find a pair of earrings that will suit your style and keep your knitting close. This is Wool & Co. They have a lot of lanolin products, from soaps to balms to lotions. The show had a special scent. It was a bergamot ginger, and let me tell you, I could just smell that all day. I really wish that I could package up some of these smells and send them your way because you would absolutely love it. They had a shared booth space with a little sun illustrations. They had adorable cards, artwork, and bags. I especially love this little otter. Isn't it cute? They had stickers of little animals and illustrations, beautiful artwork, and of course, cards you can send to a friend. And I just thought it was so sweet. Super Glow has some amazingly bright yarn. It is just a happy, bright, beautiful wall of neons, speckles, and variegated yarns. This right here is Boucle. They also had project bags, mini skeins. There's a crochet sample of some of the mini skeins, which I really love seeing. Some needle stoppers, gauge, swatch measures, and I really liked this tape measure with a smiley face and flower and being holographic. It's just so much fun. And their samples were just you just want to wear them or look at them or admire them. They're so pretty. Julia Hildebrandt has these beautiful wool bags and totes and notions cases and top cases. They're a really sturdy, beautiful felted wool, and they're very well made. The hardware feels really good. The leather is really nice quality, and you could have these dots felted onto your bag. And I heard her saying that on her website, you may not be able to select dots as an option, but you can send her a message and figure that out. I really liked it. I think if I were to get one, I wouldn't even know if I would get this beautiful light gray, this cute pocket, or go the dark gray. They were both such gorgeous bags. Next up, we have Dawn Catherine Studio. She made beautiful screen printed project bags and stickers. There was yarn and fiber related skull. I really liked that one. It's my favorite. That octopus is making crocheted granny squares, there's yarn planets, just so many fun things with yarn and fiber. Next up is Lavender Sheep and Blarney Yarn. They had just this gorgeous rack of fiber that I thought was so much fun. Some of them remind me of sunsets or the ocean, and I just really think these would make gorgeous yarn. I really, really was super tempted here. Then there's the Loose Ends Project. Man, let me tell you, I had some tears. The women running this are so nice, and this is a cool project. If you had a loved one who had passed away, they would match up a knitter with the project that they didn't finish and then finish it and send it to you. And it's just, oh my goodness, follow them on Instagram for some tears. This is You to Yarn, and they had a really rich color yarn. They also sell sets of 5 50-gram skeins that you can use for color work. The colors are really made to work well, and you can kind of glimpse them on the tables. They twist them all together in like a mega skein, and I just really, really thought it was a cool idea and something to try. Next up is Up Studio. She makes bags, jewelry, um, there's really cute crocheted crystal necklaces and cast items, and I really liked these daisy chain necklaces. They reminded me of kind of a vintage vibe. There's also, I even liked her display. These little crocheted and woven things that she has all of her jewelry on are just really pretty and cool. And Aimee, the owner, is just unbelievably nice and so, so talented. I really, really coveted some of this jewelry. Next up is Ocean Knits. They have pastel neon amazingness. Keep your eyes peeled because Vanessa is not only a marine biologist, but she's going to soon open a brick and mortar yarn shop in Astoria, Oregon. Check out these cute stitch markers. I think they're so much fun. I really liked the stock sets with the variegated mini and then the solid main color yarn. I thought those were pretty cool. Just her whole vibe is really fun. I liked even the displays, really pretty with all that wood. I just thought it was such a beautiful booth, and she was so, so nice. Then there's Coco, Mork Made Fiber, and Maker Acres Farms. Mork Made Fiber has this beautiful bats with stellina and all kinds of beautiful bright colors. And I just really love her fiber. I have actually a few bats at home that I need to get spinning right away. The Maker Acre soap is really cool. These are the sheep, and they really are take very, very good care of their animals. Coats& and Co. has gorgeous colors. I just really love their color palette, but what really shines is their mini skeins. It's like little bouquets of happiness and spring. I thought they were really, really fun, and I loved this little sock sample they had. It's just a cool booth. And a little bit closer view of their yarn. Next up is Nano Stitch Lab and Little Crafty Fox. Little Crafty Fox has some really fun bags, and I really, really think they're really fun. They're very well priced, and you can get a gorgeous bag to throw your favorite project in and really enjoy how it looks. Nano Stitch Labs had a special show color, and I really think that some of their yarn is so fun. Plus, check out the glow on this mohair. It is unreal. So, so pretty. I just really think that's so much fun. And then next up, we have Fuzzy Peach. Now, keep in mind, I filmed at the very end of the day on Saturday, and look, their booth was wiped out. And it's because they had some really beautiful bases. They were ridiculously soft, and their colors are beautiful. So I recommend signing up for their newsletter. Witchfire Fibers was so cool. They had a good mix of bright, fun colors and fall moodiness. Check out this gorgeous sweater. Just think their fiber looked so much fun. Like, think spinning that would be amazing, and there's just wall of fall. I mean, come on, look at that gorgeous color, that rusty color. Oh, it's like to die for. Next up is San Juan Woolworks, and they have 100% locally grown, processed, and dyed wool. Their yarn was dyed with beautiful colors, and they're all local to the Puget Sound area. Porter Woolco, again, it was the end of the day. They were going to stock up for Sunday, but as you can see, their beautiful yarn has just rich colors and bright, fun colors. I really think they kind of have a skein for everyone, and that is really, really special. They had some mini skeins to offer and some of their samples out, and I just thought it was really fun to see. Treehouse Knits was packed with yarn and packed with people. I've sample knit for Lauren before, and I can attest the fact that her yarn is even more beautiful in person than on the screen. I really tried to share some of I think this is her show colorway, by the way. But I try to show off some of her sparkle in her yarn right here, and I just don't think I did it justice because it is just like dazzling. And you'll see a little bit later, will try again to share that with you. Her booth was just absolutely stunning. Okay, we're gonna try for the sparkle one more time. Okay, maybe a little here. See what I mean? It's just like sparkles. It has like a gold stellina in it. It's just so pretty. Really special. Ikigai Fibers was a really cool booth. They had kits for everything. You could pick a project, your colors, any accessories that you would need. They had bags, patterns. It was bright and colorful, and really fun. I also thought it was cool that they had yarns that I hadn't seen before, like a kind of pom-pom yarn. I'm going to show you on this hat in just a second. But I really think that it's really fun. I think these little hats are so cute. I really want to get one of their kits to make some baby things for gifts, but check out this cool pom-pom yarn. It's really a ton of fun, and I really could see making a bunch of gifts with their yarn. So here's showing you, you pick your yarn, your project, your pattern, and they have everything there for you to make your beautiful personalized kit. Here's just some more of their kits. I really, really enjoyed this booth. It was so much fun to see just all the creativity, and it's all done for you. Yarn Matter. They had a special show colorway, and they have naturally dyed yarn, and I'm always so amazed at all the colors that you can get from natural dyes. And I absolutely loved their samples. They had so many summer samples, which is always fun to see because I always think in terms of heavy winter sweaters, but seeing all the summerness is really, really fun. And that was a gingham, I think raglan and a moon, I think it's a moon crush top. Okay, so this is the La Bien-Aimée wall at La Mercerie, and funny little story. I thought you shot from the wall. You do not. There is a wonderful table of yarn that you can see all their yarns laid out. You can, move and match them to see how they look, and then they'll grab it for you. So I thought that was a different way of doing it and very efficient. So they also had some of La Bien-Aimé's Corey worsted, as well as or Corey, I think it's confetti, and then her spinning fiber, and I just really hadn't been able to see it in person. It was fun. Okay, so I made it back to Treehouse Knits because I was bound and determined to show you a little bit more of the samples and also the sparkle in the yarn. So these different samples I thought were so much fun. This particular sweater is crocheted and knit. It was featured in a pom-pom magazine, and I just thought it was so much fun. Her kind of special yarns were like love letters to Seattle, which I thought was really sweet. Again, we're gonna try for that sparkle, but I'm telling you, it's really hard to capture on video, but we'll try. We'll try one more time. Can you see it? It's so much fun. I'm normally not a sparkle kind of girl, but these really, really caught my eye. Up next is the Seattle Yarn. They're a local Seattle yarn shop, and they brought a few different yarn lines and had some fun bags and yarn related items. I really thought that their yarn-related items were funny, and just fun. It was a playful booth, if you will, and their notions were fun. Look, there's a yarn money coin purse, which I thought was cute, and cute scissors and stuff. So they just had some like fun, cutesy things, some books. I liked it a lot. Then they had a yarn winding station, and to me, I don't know if it was because of the Olympics, but it just made me think, "Ooh, they're gonna have a competition." Okay, so they also had lectures and panels throughout the day. These were free and just off to the side of the marketplace here. Aimee from Lobby and Aimee is hosting a craft chat. And then you can see all of the different spaces where you could sit inside of the marketplace, but outside of the marketplace, there's even more places to sit and knit and enjoy each other's company. Indigo Dragonfly and Fiber Studio brought all the happy and bright colored yarns with them. Thought these were really pretty. That lavender at the bottom kind of caught my eye. Just so much fun. Ostmo is a cute paper goods booth. They had notebooks and cards and stuff like that. Kira Wiggins, happy birthday, Kira. She had some of the most beautiful fiber and hand spun that I've ever seen. And oh, did I mention bats? She had really cute, they're called cupcakes, which are like little tiny bite size bats of fiber for you to try, as well as larger bats. And it's just really, really gorgeous yarn, gorgeous hand spun, beautiful bats. And I really, really loved her packaging. Her ball bands were embossed, which I thought was like very elevated and cool. And I just thought she had such a fun style, and I really loved her fiber. So oh, we're going back for more. I'm telling you, I really loved it. It was really good. And these little baby bats are just the cutest things I've ever seen. I don't know what I would use with them, but I would probably get them and even just keep them in a little cute basket like she had because they're just beautiful all on their own. Here's Josh of Red Stag Fiber. He had the coolest blend of yarn ever in the Manor collection. It's a Polworth and Masham blend, and it was spectacular. The squish and the colors were just amazing. Junebug Darlin and M to the Third shared a booth, and Junebug has the cutest little cross stitch kits that you've ever seen. And you might recognize Mackenzie right there. Her podcast, Sibling Energy, is really great to knit and watch, and I will link it below. Her yarn also is very cool, and she has stickers and t-shirts that she designs. She's multi-talented. Okay, Plies and Hellhounds had a nice moody palette, both yarn and fiber, and a special show colorway. I've really admired their yarn from afar. I haven't seen it in person until this show, and I thought it was just so pretty, and my mind is already whirling, trying to decide what I should cast on using their yarn because they just had such a fun palette, and I really, really thought it was beautiful. Geektastic Fibers had some very cool self-striping yarn, and remember that's not just for socks, but they had samples of hats, socks, and cowls to show the versatility of their yarn. And it's just so much fun. They're so happy. I always am so amazed by self-striping yarn. It's just so much fun. And And then Black Mountain Yarn Shop brought their exclusive spin cycle colorways, the Eventide and First Light, and they shared a booth with Lavender Loon. Sam, the dyer behind Lavender Loon, is so much fun. We had a laugh, and I think that Lavender Loon might have been my very first variegated yarn that I purchased way back in the day. And I stopped by Ritual Dye's booth to say hello. They're one of my local yarn stores, and they had a special show colorway, some really fun samples. They also brought their knitter's backpack. I really loved this one sweater right here. Isn't it cute? Let's get it. It had cables and color work. I just thought it was so beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed the tour through the marketplace. I didn't get into every booth to film, and I wasn't able to attend as I had planned on Sunday, but nevertheless, let me share my yarn haul and talk about some of the booths that you didn't get to see.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little walkthrough through some of the vendors. And again, I filmed on Saturday and it was very busy. And so towards the end of the day, I was able to get into some of the booths, and some of them weren't as full as I'm sure they were at the very beginning of the day. But I hope you get the kind of feel of the show. Again, if you are interested in anything that you saw, all of those vendors will be linked below. And of course, you can go to the Flock Festival website, which I will also link below. Okay, so we drove from Portland to Seattle, and we made a quick stop on Bainbridge Island. And when I went to Bainbridge Island, I was planning on stopping at Lamb and Kid, and I was browsing around the store. I met a couple of you guys, which was really fun. And as I was kind of like imagining what I would make with the yarn and thinking, I kind of wandered by this display, and it was for, I guess, their new yarn base. And as I was kind of looking at it and taking it in, another knitter walked up to me and she said, "I'm a yarn enabler and I want you to like feel this. It's so good. Squish it." And I was blown away because it just wasn't what I was expecting. So this is their new base. It's called Shed, and it is 60% merino and 40% Romney. And it is in the colorway Martin. And it might appear a little black, but it really is a super dark blue, like a navy. And it's really pretty, really squishy, just really yummy yarn. And I'm really excited to make something with this. I don't have plans yet on what it will be, but it is certainly so fluffy that I think you could almost use this yarn for a sport weight as well. But I haven't knit with it, so I don't know that for a fact. So don't take my word for it. Always watch. But I was really not planning on making this purchase, but so excited that I did. And I'm really excited to knit something with this. Okay, so at the marketplace, my very first purchase was very intentional. I went in knowing that I wanted to get one of Black Pearl Magic's bags. I was unable to film in her booth because I just hadn't gotten there yet, so unfortunately I don't have pictures of that, but you can check on her Instagram, and I think she has some really nice photos of her booth at the festival. But I really wanted one of her bags. They are so fun. They have a little bit of sparkle, and I just think like they couldn't be more perfect. It really is like such a special bag. I kind of went out of my comfort zone. I had a hard time picking. I was going to get a lavender one, then I was going to get a pink one, and I ended up with this blue one, which I'm so in love with, and it has a hot pink zipper, which I thought was fun. And when I walked into the booth, Shayla said, "Oh, hey!" And I was so excited because I have always wanted to meet her and everything, and so I was so excited to meet her, and got a nice big hug. And it's true, she gives really good hugs. So, but yeah, I was really excited, and I knew this was going to be like a treasure and a souvenir that I definitely wanted from Flock Fiber Festival. And then while I was walking around, I spotted some fiber and really wanted to get it, but I thought, oh, I'll wait, let me see, I just don't know, and kind of him and hawed. But I thought about it all day long and ended up going back, but we'll get to that in a second. While I was filming, I ended up going to Raycoco, Mork Fibers, and Maker Acres. And when I got to Maker Acres, she had said, "Oh, you have to check out my soap. You have to see my goats." And so I ended up getting soap. These are her goats. That's Midge and Smidge. Aren't they cute? And these soaps are so wonderful smelling. I wish you could smell them. So this one is called Charcoal Flannel. Again, it's just such a nice, pretty soap. And then I also got Strawberry. And Strawberry isn't one that I would have probably chosen like from a website, but being in person and being able to smell it and having it smell just like candy, I had to get it. So those were the two I got. And this is goat milk soap, and it's soap for you, not necessarily for your knits, but I absolutely can't wait to use it. I've been waiting. Film the video so you can use your soap. Okay, and then last but not least, I went back to that fiber booth, which was Kira Wiggins, and I ended up getting this gorgeous braid. It has a little stellina in it. It's almost like a coppery stellina, I want to say. I'm going to try and hold it. And it is 45% Zwartles, wool alpaca, 45% alpaca, and 10% merino. And I just thought this was so pretty. Thought I could spin it and make a little something, I don't know. But it was so special, and I just really wanted something from her. Her labels are beautiful. They're like embossed, and just everything honestly about her booth was amazing. I really wanted to get some of the bats and everything, but start small. You can always order from her. And yeah, it really is quite spectacular fiber. So that was my last purchase. And the thing was, I really probably would have made some more purchases on Sunday, but things out of my control happened and I didn't end up going back to the show. So what I would have purchased on Sunday, I think I would have probably gone to the Yarn Nouveau booth, which I didn't feature in this video, but all of her colors are very moody, and I've seen her yarn a couple of times at different festivals and shows and pop-ups, and so I know that I like it, and so I was going to get something there, and I kind of walked away from some mohair that I've been thinking about still, so I might order some online, but really all of her yarn is just so beautiful and so moody. The other thing I would have probably grabbed was Hello Lavender had Flock Festival, like a special stitch marker set, which I thought was really cute. And then I really am sad that I didn't make it back to Red Stag, because that special base that they have with the Polworth, I really wanted to get some and make a vest or like do something with color because it was so beautiful. And so definitely go check it out because it really was something special. And then one other thing I had thought was the Ikigai kits. I probably would have considered getting maybe a couple of kits that I could make baby things with to give for gifts, because I thought that everything was so cute. I also think it would be fun to get maybe an easy pattern or something to give to somebody who wants to learn to knit, because it's just fun and colorful. So that was something I was thinking about. I certainly would have gotten yarn from Into the Third. She has gorgeous yarn. So just keep your eyes out. Go check out the Flock Festival website for those. And if you click on the logo on the vendors tab, it'll actually take you to the vendors' own websites. So you can check that out. Also, the thing that was the best part about the whole thing was meeting some of the viewers of this podcast, as well as some new knitting friends, and just being able to be around people who love fiber and love yarn as much as I do. I just felt so lucky to have so many knitting besties around, and it was really so nice. So if we're not yet knitting besties, hit the subscribe button, and please like this video. It tells YouTube that other fiber enthusiasts like yourself enjoy this type of content. Till next time, bye!
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wings.